What's up, weirdo? Sean Ray here. I'm out at the garage at the house with the 1980 Camaro, getting ready to reassemble it and get it back up and running. Did another video of what we were doing with it, with the timing issues and stuff. It was brought as a project car, and someone put a gear drive in it and camshafts and some other items, and had a timing issue where it didn't want to run, and it didn't want to run correctly. Found out that the gears on the timing chain, or the timing gear drive, wasn't put in correctly. Got everything lined up, and I'm attempting to put it all back together and get it running by this weekend. Today's Mother's Day. It's Sunday, so within the next 7 days, try to get it up and running and get it out of the garage. What today's video is going to be about is how to remove and replace the timing cover on a small block Chevy without removing the oil pan. A lot of times you have to jack the engine up and drop the pan to get the cover off. I learned a trick a few years back, and I've done it several times and never had an issue of it leaking, getting it removed and putting it back on. So just sit back and watch, and we'll show you how we do it. All right, here we go. This is the timing cover I got. It's a AutoZone timing cover made by Spectrum. It's 423, looks like 52 or 53. 42352 it looks like. Well, anyways, the kit comes with everything you need. Already has the sill in the front already pressed in, so it makes it convenient. What we need to do is right here where I've marked these off, we need to cut those tabs off. And comes with a rubber gasket, which is kind of nice, but it does not come with the pan sill gasket. I'll have to get one of those. Also comes with the bolts, and it comes with the socket to put the bolts in. These bolts are smaller than the 7/16, so it makes it to where you can tighten them up, because with the older styles, they come with a 7/16, and you couldn't get the socket in there to get a good tighten on them. But what I do is I cut these ears off. I silicone in the sill here, and also a little silicone around here to hold the gasket, and let that dry. And then once I get that done, you take out the first two bolts, which I believe 1/2 inch here and here, and then the next is a 7/16 there and there. You can pry down on the oil pan just a little bit, enough to get in the seal and slide over top the tabs to mount everything up. And what I'm going to do now is go ahead and get the gasket on, and the pan and the oil pan gasket. I need to go pick up one of those real quick and get those in and let them dry before I install the timing cover. But we'll be right back after that. All right, I got the silicone down. I got the rubber gasket here siliconed on, and got the bottom gasket in place from the parts store, from the oil pan, and holding it in place with some little cheap clips to let all that dry. And picked up the fuel pump. Ordered a fuel pump over a week ago at AutoZone. It was supposed to be in the next day. A week later, it still wasn't in. They couldn't tell me where it was, so I had to refund the money, go to Advanced, order it Advanced. Then they couldn't get it. It was supposed to be later that afternoon. They couldn't get it in. So refunded that, went to O'Reilly's. O'Reilly's was finally able to get one in, have it the next day. It came in, so I've got the gasket silicone on that. Just a little bit, not much, just enough to hold it in place while I put it on. And getting everything prepped and ready on the car. The only thing I got left to do is I need to clean up where the old silicone was from the old pan gasket. Get that cleaned off, clean it with some cleaner, and put just a little bit of silicone on there evenly across. So when I slide the new cover on, once that dries, that should seal everything back up. There shouldn't be any leaks. I've done this several times over the years. I've never had one leak yet. Doesn't mean that this one won't. Hopefully it don't. Hopefully it'll work for you. If this help you out, just wedge you in 2 screwdrivers. When you're taking the old one off, it'll let it pop out. If it still has those little tabs on the side, I cut the tabs off when I put the new cover on. That makes it so much easier to get on and off. I know they make some that if you put the engine together correctly when it's new, you can just unbolt the front and the whole front comes off, and it leaves that section on the oil pan and everything there, so you can change the cam and stuff. But I'm not getting into all that because I didn't build this engine. I'm just going through and trying to repair all the stuff that someone else did and didn't do correctly. But it is what it is. We'll keep going and come back as we get a little bit more done. All right, guys, I got it in, and now I got to work on the next project, which is to repair the threads for the harmonic balancer. They had this rigged up concoction in there. I went out and bought the correct size, but the threads are boogered up, and it's going to have to do a little bit of repair work there. And I also went and got a new harmonic balancer because this one has a sleeve on it, and just hammered to death instead of getting the correct hole to put that on there. They had rigged up something. This is what you need if you're working on a big block or a small block to put on the plate or the balancer correctly. So just take a little time and get the right tools to put it together correctly. I got the new balancer here and got it ready to go, and we're going to see what we can get done tomorrow. Yeah.